Okay, I know I spent days, weeks on these poofs. I'm just not happy with them, okay? First off, this one, not a vibe. Second off, I just don't like the holes. I really don't. It doesn't like look that bad, but as a perfectionist, to me, I'm not having it. So I thought this is like a basket that I made for my plants a while back, and it uses this really pretty pattern, but you can see it kind of creates this really pretty, like, okay, ignore the fact that it is dirty, but you can see it creates this beautiful pattern, and I think it will make like a cute rectangular ottoman. So I kind of want to try to do this with that. We'll see how this yarn works, because regardless of it, if this doesn't work, I'm not happy with this. I'm not using it and it doesn't bring me joy, and I don't have enough square footage in my apartment to keep things that don't bring me joy. But let's start off by like undoing all my hard work. This is going to be tough because I remember it being frustrating. Also, is this the top or the bottom? You literally cannot see where the string starts and like... I'm just going to try to untangle this, get it unwinding, at least get it started, and then we'll be back to start working on the actual new poof. Took some time, but we are untangled. Now I'm just going to take the stuffing out. Hopefully it doesn't take too long because I don't want that stuffing exposed like that. To do the next poof, I am going to start off with a magic circle, which I haven't done in a very long time. Oh. So I wrap it around. I'm going to wrap it again, but crisscrossing over the other one. And then I'm going to go, like, take this one. Oh no, I'm not used to finger crocheting. Okay, then I'm going to take this one, go over, under. Oh my gosh. Wait, I need a hook. This is the biggest crochet hook I have. We're gonna just try it just for the sake of like muscle memory. So I went ahead and crossed it over. Yeah, I go under this one, over this one, twist, then pull it, slip stitch. This might not be finger crochet friendly. I'm using my tutorial for the coaster, and then I'm gonna just like flip it onto the side for the rest of it. 5 single crochets in here. So to do that, believe, yeah, you go like this. So there's 1, 2. Oh my goodness. Can you tell the stitches? Because I can't. 4. Oh. 5. Then slip stitch. Oh my gosh, where's the stitch? I think I need a bigger magic circle. Over, under, twist, and then pull this through. I want to try to I'd go under, I'd pull a loop, and then I'd pull this through both. Okay, you could do this by finger, although I will say I think the hook is easier. 1, 2, 3. What is going on? Okay, 4, 5. Okay, actually, doing it by finger is a lot easier. Now let's see if my... Oh, hey! I did it! So we've got our 5, and now I have to do 2 in each of those 5. So I'm gonna just first start off by slip stitching into here to just close the circle. But you're supposed to work inside the loops and not in the stitches. So not here, in here. Oh god, how am I gonna do this? I'm like trying to feel my way around these. Okay, we're gonna work here. So 1, and then 2. Okay. There's our 2. I need a stitch marker. So right here. I'm also doing them looser because you gotta get your whole hand in this. I'm starting to sweat. This is a workout. Is this working? What do we think? So that is round 2. I've now got 10 stitches. I'm just gonna basically increase by 1 stitch for every round. So for the next one, I'm going to do 2 and 1 stitch, 1 in the next, 2 and 1 stitch, 1 in the next. And then for the round after that, I'll do 2 stitches in 1, then a single, then a single, 2 stitches in 1, a single, then a single, all the way around. I'm just going to keep going until probably around here. I'm guessing 7 or 8 rounds. Take your bets now, but hopefully it doesn't take more than that, and hopefully I don't run out of yarn, because so far I feel like we've gone through a good amount of it. I'm willing to give up the second one that's sitting back there as well, if it means having one without holes, which is what this seems to be so far. And the way that this pattern works is you do 2 halves and then you squish them together and do like a perimeter between the 2 on the sides instead of closing at the top of the poof. So I'll be back once I get to the flat part so we can turn. This makes a very luscious rug. Like, it is super thick. However, as you can see, I have run out of yarn, which is really frustrating because this is kind of the size I wanted it to be. I want it to be like this thick probably. But to do the border, usually you would do a full round of single crochets in every stitch. Instead of working in the like middle of these loops, I'm going to work in just this back loop. So let me put my stitch marker, and then I will just go in like this and just working in those back loops. This is starting to look good. You can see it turned upward. I'm just going to go ahead and do this off camera as well as work on the second half. All right, we have got 2 halves now. So with these 2 halves, I did end up having to make them smaller. And then also you can see this side only has 1 level, this side has 2. I'm going to see how it works, but it didn't have enough for both of them. I'm going to start by finishing off this one and then leaving the excess yarn on the other one. Just take out my stitch marker, and then I need to give myself a little bit of yarn. I think this much. So to finish this one off, I'm going to take this yarn, I'm going to skip this loop, go into this next one. I'm going to tuck the yarn in and then just pull it through this loop, I believe. Yes, so it just makes like an artificial loop there. So then I'm gonna just wrap it around, and then I'm gonna tuck the end in, make a knot, because I want to make sure she doesn't undo herself. I'm gonna take this stitch marker out as well. What I'm gonna do is stick this through this loop, and then come on. So I've stuck it through there. I'm gonna just pull this guy through here. There's so much yarn. I'm gonna just loop it through here again. I kind of just did it to secure the loop in place, but now we need to connect the 2 halves, and so to do that, this is too much. This is gonna take me forever if I have to use all of this yarn, so I'm just gonna measure it out. Believe I'll only need up to this. What I need to do is loop it through, so this kind of needs to sew the 2 halves together. I'm just gonna take it and put it through the stitch like a normal single crochet, not in like the back loops and not in the middle of the stitch, just into the normal one. And I'm just gonna keep going back and forth through every single one of these stitches. Essentially, we're just sewing it together like this. So it's here, so I'm just going to go into each one of these loops like this. Now I've got this little opening, and we're going to try to stuff. I am going to use the polyfill since I have so much of it. I'm also going to try to line the inside, because I think even though there's not that many holes at the top here, there are some on the side. And I think just for peace of mind, I am going to line everything. This would have been a great tote. It'd be such a hot purse. I don't know how to explain it, but to me, I'm like, hell no. I'm going to try to stuff it with what I've got already in this one. I do want to stuff it extra because I want it to be really stiff. Let's see. Come on, sir. You guys are not seeing this angle, but it looks like a macaron. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I think this is good. I'm gonna go ahead and just continue this all the way around now with the stuffing in there. There's a little tension on this rope, and if you've seen any of my other videos using this yarn, I'm like very scared it's gonna rip. If someone sits on it, will it rip? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tie it, or like weave it around like a bajillion and a half times. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. It's derpy. It's derpy. It's a lot taller than I thought it was gonna be. So I think it just needs to be sat on a few times. Oh, okay. Actually, do you see it? It's cushioned. I like this. It is actually a really comfortable seat. It's a lot comfier than the previous versions. But I really want to sit on it a little bit longer to see how it will respond. Let's see. That's better. I was hoping it would flatten out over time. I think I want to fix this part. It's better than before. Is it perfect? No. Is it a macaron? Absolutely. If anyone asks, that was the goal. It looks so good with the blanket. Like that looks like it was meant to be. And now if I sit here, I can put my feet up and sit on this little guy as well. I am off to relax with my feet kicking up, and we'll be back with another video soon.